Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop? Thoughts rushing in, one after another, pulling you back to painful memories of the past or pushing you forward into fears about the future. No matter how hard you try, the noise inside never quiets. You lie awake at night, exhausted, yet your thoughts keep spinning. The more you think, the heavier your chest feels. Until one day, you realize peace is not out there. It must be found within. Adrian was 25 years old, a young man shaped by the quiet resilience of a small town nestled in the mountains of Colorado. From his earliest days, the weight of his family's expectations pressed down upon him, their hopes and dreams becoming the background music to his every thought. He was a thinker, always questioning, always searching for the right answer, haunted by the specter of failure. Nights found him tossing and turning, insomnia gnawing away at his strength, while days slipped by in a haze of forgetfulness and a deep, lingering emptiness. The past clung to him. The future loomed, and peace felt like a distant shore. But somewhere deep within, Adrian held on to a fragile hope. A hope for meaning, for purpose, for a quiet place within himself. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the craggy peaks, Adrian heard whispers of a hermit named Alden. Long ago, Alden had been a celebrated psychologist, but now he resided alone in a stone monastery hidden away in the folds of the mountain. They said he knew the secrets of the mind and had found a kind of serenity that people traveled miles to see. Desperate and determined, Adrian set out, drawn by a pull stronger than the fear and doubt that had always tethered him. The journey was not easy. Adrian crossed a creaking wooden bridge, its planks worn and slick with moss, the chasm below echoing with the rush of icy water. He was sheared through a cold stream, the water biting at his ankles, each step an effort against the current. Then came the ascent. Sharp rocks, loose gravel, and a steep slope that tested the limits of his strength and resolve. The mountain wind howled, buffeting him, but he pressed on, guided by a single purpose: to find peace, or at least the wisdom to seek it. At last, Adrian reached the monastery, its stone walls rising solemnly against the sky. There, upon a ledge, sat Alden, motionless, eyes closed, breathing slow and steady. The air around him seemed to shimmer with quiet, like the hush before a snowfall. Adrian, exhausted and raw, poured out his heart. He spoke of sleepless nights and ceaseless worries, of a mind that would not rest. A relentless storm. Alden listened. His silence was a balm, his presence grounding. When Adrian finished, Alden opened his eyes, gentle but piercing. "If you truly wish to find peace," Alden said, "do a small task for me." He handed Adrian a wooden bowl. Inside, perfectly round and smooth, lay a single stone. Alden's instructions were simple. Take this bowl with the stone down to the valley and return here. But remember, if the stone falls out of the bowl, you must start over from the beginning. Adrian accepted at once, thinking it would be easy. But as he set off, the path revealed its true nature. The trail wound sharply downward, fraught with dangerous turns and loose earth. The wind picked up, swirling around him, and with every step, the stone rolled in the bowl, threatening to escape. Adrian's focus narrowed, every muscle tense, as he balanced the bowl in trembling hands. Midway down the path, a sudden thunder of hooves erupted. A herd of horses raced past, kicking up a storm of dust and stones, their wild energy nearly knocking the bowl from Adrian's grip. He steadied himself, heart pounding, eyes locked on the stone. Shortly after, a little girl from the village ran up, her voice bright and curious as she asked for directions. Adrian struggled, wanting to help, but fear kept him from looking away. He could not risk the stone falling. He apologized, eyes fixed, and hurried on. Returning up the mountain, fatigue gripped him. His feet caught on a tree root, sending him sprawling forward. In the moment between falling and landing, instinct took over. He shielded the bowl, sacrificing his body for its contents. He rolled, scraped and bruised, but when he stopped, the stone was still safe inside the bowl. Blood trickled from his hands, his breath ragged, but he had succeeded. Back at the monastery, Adrian presented the bowl to Alden. The old hermit's eyes met his, searching. Did you see the beautiful scenery along the path? Did you hear the birds singing, or the sound of people laughing and talking? Adrian, panting, shook his head. No, I was only focused on keeping this stone safe. Alden nodded, a faint smile crossing his lips. Exactly. The stone is your mind. When you hold it, with absolute presence, the noise, temptations, and worries of the outside world can no longer touch you. Peace comes when you learn to focus on one single thing: the present moment. The words sank into Adrian's heart. He saw, with sudden clarity, how his own mind had tumbled and spun, never truly held still, always at the mercy of memories and expectations. And for the first time, laughter bubbled up in him, mingling with tears, a lightness he had not felt in years. On his journey back down the mountain, Adrian lifted his gaze. He saw the golden sunlight flickering through the leaves, heard the wind rustling, the laughter of children, the soft murmur of the stream. He walked with presence, each step, each breath, a quiet revelation. Peace, he realized, is not about waiting for the storm to end, but about learning to keep the stone of your mind steady, even as the hurricane rages. And in that simple act, life's beauty finally revealed itself. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Subscribe to our channel, share this lesson with your friends, and support us in bringing more inspiring tales of wisdom, courage, and transformation. Every subscription is a spark that keeps these meaningful stories alive for many more souls.